Good morning to our virtual friends.
Good morning, friends.
Happy Monday. We made it through a weekend. I wasn't going to give you guys a sticker because I had to talk to somebody about cleaning up today, but because I asked for help and Lily did such a nice job getting right up and helping clean up, she saved you guys today. So I'm going to give you a sticker. What do you say to Lily?
Thank you.
She did a really nice job cleaning up, and so I'm going to give you guys a sticker anyway. Tomorrow we'll make sure that everybody's cleaning up. If you see a friend that's not cleaning, what could you say to that friend?
Clean up.
Is there a nicer way we could say that?
Please clean up.
You could turn around and say, please clean up. Or it's time to clean up now. Right?
Or we could say, if you're not clean up, we won't get a sticker.
You could do that. You could do a friendly reminder. Hey, remember, if you're not cleaning up, we can't get a sticker. So I need you to help clean up right now. That's a really nice way to tell a friend that you need their help, right? And then they might be a little more willing to help clean up, right? So if you see a friend tomorrow, I want you to practice that. If you see a friend that's not cleaning, when it's time to clean up, practice those things. Time to clean up, or a reminder that we're trying to earn a sticker. I need your help right now. Very nice ways to be a good friend, okay? All right. Sticker time. We've got Scarlet.
What does it say?
That says super. Okay.
This looks super.
Find one of the X's to put it on.
Here.
Nice work. All right, we've got some calendar stuff to fill in from the weekend. Our pattern, remember, is kind of tricky. It's square, hexagon, hexagon with our robot pieces. Okay? Square, hexagon, hexagon, square. And what are we going to add?
Square.
Well, right here we've got, what do we have?
Hexagon. Square. Hexagon. Hexagon. Square. Hexagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I need a shorter one so it doesn't cover up our day of the week. Okay. Okay. Square.
Hexagon. Hexagon.
Another hexagon. What's going to go here for yesterday's home day? Square. And then we can move this to today. And what are we going to add today? Hexagon. Nice job. Nice job. Now I think we can probably put this one in there too because it's okay if it goes up a little higher. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's figure out our days of the week. So if we go to today, we travel up to our day of the week. Can you see what that is? That is Monday. Monday what? March what? 8 today. Today is Monday, March 8th. Can you say Monday, March 8th? Good job, good job. So we've got normal day today, normal day tomorrow. We switched to Wednesdays with Miss Allison. Yep. And then we've got our new share day. I'm going to add our share day. Does anybody know what letter we're learning this week?
G.
We've already done G.
V.
We just did M. know what it is, don't yell it out. If you're not sure, let's not yell out a guess. If you have your sheet at home and you've been paying attention and you know what it is, that's when I want you to raise your hand and tell me. Austin, do you know which letter we're talking about?
Yeah.
What is it?
Q.
Not Q. We've done Q. Tristan? Nope, let's not make guesses. Hands down. Our letter of the week is a letter
W.
that has, stop yelling out please, that has 2 big lines and 1 slide. So look carefully at our letters up here, and you want to find one with 2 big lines and 1 slide.
N.
Nice job. N. N has 2 big lines with 1 slide in the middle.
I thought the letter of the week was N too.
Yep, it is N.
Because we passed M.
Well, sometimes we don't do them in order though. We don't always learn them in order. We learn them by how we make them. So we just talked about big line down, slide, slide, big line down. Now we're doing big line down, slide, big line up. Lily, pay attention please, okay? So we learn them kind of how we make them. We've been learning those lines and those slides. And this is another letter that's got some 2 lines and a slide in it. And it should be pretty easy because we've already done lines and slides. Making this one should be pretty easy. All right, so this is our share day this week, okay? Looking ahead, pretty normal week next week, except we will have a what?
Fire.
Fire drill. Please don't say fire. We are not having a fire. Nope. We are having a fire drill, which means practice for if we need to leave our classroom fast. Okay? So we're having a fire drill next week. We've got Max in the afternoon's birthday. We've got Austin's birthday coming up. We'll have another day with Miss Allison. And hopefully we will have our
beach party.
Okay. Yep.
So pretty.
I hope so. Okay. Today we're going to read our Silly Sally book again. We read it last week once, and we're going to read it again this week. Okay? So I want you to show me your best kindergarten sitting with your hands in your lap and your eyes on my book. Okay? Silly Sally. Do you remember who our author is?
Yeah.
What is her name?
Silly Sally.
Nope, that's not our author. The author is the person who wrote the book. Silly Sally is a character in the book. But Audrey Wood is the name of the person who wrote this book. Do you remember why I want you to remember her?
Why?
Because she also wrote another book we're going to be reading next month. So she writes a couple different books, so I want you to get to know her name. And her name is Audrey. Can you say Audrey?
Audrey.
Wood.
Wood.
That's her name. And she wrote the book. Okay. Silly Sally went to town, walking backwards, upside down. On the way she met a pig, a silly pig. They danced a jig. Pig, jig.
Rhyme.
Pig, egg, jig, egg.
Rhyme.
They rhyme. Silly Sally went to town dancing backwards, upside down. On the way she met a dog, a silly dog. They played leapfrog. Dog, og, leapfrog, og.
Rhymes.
They rhyme. Leapfrog and dog rhyme. Silly Sally went to town leaping backwards, upside down. On the way she met a loon, a silly loon. they sang a tune. Loon, oon, loon, oon, oon, tune, oon, oon.
Rhyme. That you're
Loon
funny
and
voice
tune,
like
rhyme.
that. Not funny.
Silly Sally went to town singing backwards, upside down. On the way she met a sheep, a silly sheep. They fell asleep. Sheep, eep, eep, sleep, eep, eep.
Rhyme.
Rhyme.
I think this is a rhyming book.
It is a rhyming book. Now, how did Sally get to town sleeping backwards, upside down?
Sleeping.
Along came Nettie Buttercup, walking forwards, right side up. He tickled the pig who danced a jig. He tickled the dog who played leapfrog. He tickled the loon who sang a tune. He tickled the sheep who fell asleep. He tickled Sally who woke right up. She tickled Nettie Buttercup. And that's how Sally got to town.
Down. I missed the
Walking backwards. Outside.
Kind of like over this way. I missed the
She got there.
A blue one.
Huh?
You never told me that was a rhyming book.
I didn't tell you the first time that it was a rhyming book because I wanted to talk to you guys about that the second time we read it. The first time I wanted you to just get to know the story. But every time we read it, we're going to talk a little bit more about what's happening in the story. And today we talked about how this is a rhyming book, right? Rhyming. Do you remember we talked a little bit about rhyming? Rhyming is when two words sound the same. So, sun, fun, on.
Rhyme.
Sun and fun rhyme.
It's
Yep.
like a circle.
What about boat and frog?
No.
They do not. Boat, oat, frog, og. They don't sound the same at the end.
No. There's no way.
Let's see if you can raise your hand and give me a word. Nope, you don't know what I'm asking yet. Don't raise it until you know what I'm asking. If you can tell me a word that rhymes with boat or has the same ending sound as boat. What do you think, Tristan? Tote. Boat and tote rhyme. Yep. Got another one, Grant?
Toast and wine.
Nope, those don't work. We're looking for a word that sounds like goat. Sorry, boat. Boat. Mason,
Goat. Oh.
good job. Say it again.
Goat.
Boat, oat. Goat, oat. Good job. Etta,
Goat.
say it again.
Goat.
Boat, throat. Boat, oat. Throat, oat. They have the same ending part. Brantley?
Boat.
Boast does not have the same as the end as boat. Boat, boast. Have two different ending sounds. Okay? All right, hands down. Here's a new one. Let's find a word that rhymes with.
M.
Let's find a word. No, it has to be a word, not a letter. Not a word that rhymes with a letter. It has to be a word. So let's do red. Let's find a word that rhymes with red, ed. So the ending part of our Hunter, honey, I don't need your voice on right now talking to Lily. I need you listening to me. Okay? Let's find a word that has the same ending sound as red, ed. Let's think of some words that rhyme with red. Max? Mason?
Eddie.
Red and ed. Those would rhyme. Eddie would not rhyme anymore because the E at the end is not the same. but red, ed, and ed do rhyme. You're right. Edda?
Red bed.
Red, bed. Good job. Red and fed. Tristan? Put your hands down if you don't know then. What about red and Ted?
Eve.
Red, ed, Ted, ed. Do they rhyme?
Yes.
Yep. Good job, good job. You have one, Scarlett? What rhymes with red? Put your hand down until you have a word. What about red and bed?
Wow.
Yes, red and
Yeah.
bed rhyme.
Wow.
Nice job. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready for some snack. When we come back, I'm going to teach you our new phonics dance, which also happens to be what? The letter of the week again. That's why I didn't want to teach you last week on Thursday. I didn't want to teach you N because I knew we were talking about N this week. So N is our phonics dance and N is our letter of the week. That doesn't happen very often. It happened with M, but it's not going to happen again. So I want to teach them both to you after snack today. And then we'll get started with our new activities. Sound good? All right. Friends at home, we'll see you in a little bit.
Bye.